Well, I'm standing now in the head end. This is the part of the cable system that processes all the signals that come in from the satellite and from the off-the-air local stations like 3, 5, and 8, 25, 43, and 61. But what happens to the satellite signals in particular, of course, you remember seeing the satellite Earth station out in the back of our office. The satellite signal comes from 22,000 miles in space, is received by the multi-feed horns on the Earth station, and then that microwave signal from space is received by the satellite receivers. Now, each one of those microwave signals is on a different frequency, and we need to have the receiver to pick up the frequency, for example, for MTV or CNN or USA or C-SPAN or the movie channel. Any of those services are received by satellite, and each one of those has to be received by a different receiver. And then what happens once we have this microwave signal received and processed from microwave into video and audio, then we have to assign a channel to it for the cable system. And that particular channel that we choose to assign it is created by the modulators. For example, we take the movie channel and take its video and audio and process it on channel 25. And each one of the off-the-air signals or each one of the satellite signals has to be modulated into RF from its video and audio mode. And the RF signal is the frequency that is pushed into the cable and that you actually wind up tuning in on your set-top converter. So what we're doing is, in the process of taking this signal from the satellite by microwave, we turn it into video and audio, and then we have to turn it into RF to get into the cable system. It sounds complicated, but here is a set of equipment that is totally operator-free. It does not need to have 24-hour attention. Of course, it needs to be tweaked and adjusted every so often, and there are tests that we do on the entire system, including the head end, on a very regular nature, so that the signal that comes to your home is as good as it possibly can be. Next, let's take a look at a couple of stories we covered in late 1984 that are a little more recreational in nature. Where in Garfield Heights do you go if you want to play bocce? Chances are you'll wind up at the Frank Debelak Recreation Center, dedicated last October and shown on our October 23rd program. And if you felt like running on a rainy day in November, maybe you helped out the Garfield Heights Community Center and ran in the Garfield Gallop. We have some video on that from the November 13th show.